All right. So, since we didn't do a wrap-up yesterday, I think it would be good to look at the sessions from yesterday as well. The first one was accessibility, but Frederick already left. Was anyone in the accessibility talk yesterday who could do a short
Like in the first part of the talk, there were only like Valerie, Frederick, and me, and like Valerie pointed out some points we didn't realize, like apart from doing activity itself, like probably we should also check the activity of the web pages and so on. And well, we take into account some things that could be improved, and Valerie gave us some good ideas on how to get more people, like to publish things in the forums, looking for more people. Then in the second hour, more development scale, and like we realized like we tell them what were some accessibility problems, like some widgets which were not accessible, and I think that Frederick showed them how to examine if an application was accessible using accessible tools. And well, that's more or less what
And as a follow-up on that, Frederick made his forum post, and I blogged about it, so read the plan.
Awesome. Next one is the release team board.
So, I have a picture here. So we talked about the next applications release, which is going to be 14.12 in December. We're going to freeze on October, 30 October. KDE, it's not going to be part of that, so we're going to basically use release KDE for 14.5 or 6 or 7 or whatever. Then we talked about the Framework 5 and Plasma 5s and applications releases, and they should not collide because they do at the moment, like we release two things at the same time, which is kind of hard because we say they are not the same thing, so we should not release the same thing.
Albert,
So
could you step over there for lights?
sorry, here? Here? Good, yeah, sorry. Then we spoke again about the 3 different release scripts we have, and if it makes sense to if Harald does all the work, we will kill them, otherwise probably not. And we spoke about how to make the releases easier, which basically means asking people to do proper change logs, so we can use rep from the change logs and do automatic things on the page. And that's all nice. And that's basically.
The next one is the case for spyware.
Yes, I don't have a photo of that, but we talked about it. So basically, there's this thing we want to report information from the installations to a server, so you can do some statistics and improve our software or not. One of the biggest discussions was if we should be opt-in or opt-out, and that's still not decided, but it was kind of easy, so it would probably be modal opt, so you have to say yes or no. We discussed on how to make nice thing for that, what we wanted. We went crazy and people did a lot of things. And Lucas is already working on that. I don't know if he's here. Yeah, so Lucas is already working on it, so it's awesome. And I'll send a summary to the mailing list somehow, somewhere next week. Yeah, and it's probably me again, right?
The next one is the KDE applications websites.
There was an unexpected high number of people in this group. We discussed how to automatically generate generate websites from the data we currently have in the different repositories. And well, I have a list of things, and I will implement it next month. Then we will do it first for KDE.edu, and then hopefully transfer to KDE.org. Okay.
The next one was the user interface design room. Thomas. But he already, yes.
guy who wanted to get there, but still fleeing.
Okay. Cool. Then KDE Wrapup. William?
We discussed the future of a frameworkified KDE Wrapup. So essentially what we plan to do is throw away a lot of code, make it simpler to share code with Kate. We plan, for example, as a first step to share the search and replace plugin and a few other things. Then we discussed a bit about the UI, like some workflows are much too complicated in our opinion, and what we could do there. One good example is the splitting of views and things like that. We did some brainstorming about what we could do with the build selection. There was a bunch of other things. We talked about maybe eventually frameworkifying our VCS code so that, for example, Dolphin could reuse the code instead of copying it to figure out whether the directory is tracked by Git or anything like that. Yeah, and a bit more stuff like that. So it was basically just the developers there, no users. Yeah. Okay.
The next one is SLC, internals and UI.
That's me, and I'm changing. So we first. We first solved out the issue for Wayland and Shelley Connect, which was quite quick. And then we kind of discussed about all the big brother things, the read activities, tracking users and stuff like that, and how beneficial it would be for everybody else.
Alright, next one is KDE France.
So we've been mainly talking about our presence for the Capital du Livre, which is a big free software event in Toulouse, and we will have the Akademy France